Hi, it's Joe Gross here again. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about my digital auto gauges site and how I'm now thinking about switching from drop shipping to importing and selling my own goods. Drop shipping is a concept where you have a manufacturer, and the manufacturer, they make the goods, they warehouse the goods, and then they ship the goods directly to the customer. And all I do as a website owner is I sell things. So people come to my website, they buy something, I send the invoice on to the manufacturer, and the manufacturer ships it straight to that customer. I take a percentage or a dollar profit off of each sale. However, with my current situation with digital auto gauges, I'm selling Teltec gauges, and they're very overpriced in my opinion, especially compared to the competition. I have a very low conversion rate, although I have a high amount of traffic to the website. And so what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and lower my costs and increase my conversion rates that way. So that way I can sell more goods and make more profit on each sale, and also do it at a lower price, which will be better for my customers. So I've been doing some calculations, and I've been doing some experimenting, and I've come up with an initial shipment that I'm going to have come in. I'm going to do two types of gauges. Well, they're not true gauges like I usually do. Most of my gauges are gauges that sit in a dashboard, like a speedometer, or something that tells you how hot or cold it is outside, or how much, what the load weight is for truckers in their truck beds. But what I'm going to do instead this time is a much more customer-facing good that's a lot cheaper. It's I'm going to sell two different gauges, two tire pressure gauges. A tire pressure gauge is just, you know, that little nozzle on your car tire. And you take that off, like you have to make sure you have air in those. Tire pressure gauge, obviously, you plug it on there. It tells you what your PSI pressure is, so usually around like 30 pounds per square inch. Anyway, so I'm going to import two different gauges. There's one that's this big 4-in-1 honk thing. Obviously, I'm very prepared to my little online presentations. I have thought greatly and deeply about it, and I spent a lot of time preparing myself. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Alright, so this is one of the gauges I'm going to sell. This will be the more expensive one. It's the 4-in-1 utility tool. It's got this really amazing little knocker thing right here, so you can break out your window if you get stuck underwater. I think that only would really happen in the Florida Everglades, but whatever. It also has a little light, which you have to get a battery for. It's got the gauge itself, which you plug in here to the tire, and then you push this button and it'll tell you right there, the digital readout, exactly what the tire pressure is. It also has this little knife that's supposed to be able to cut through seat belts, but I got my doubts. Just a little razor blade. The other gauge I have is a cheaper one, smaller, cuter, prettier, and this is right here. It's this little one, this little guy. And it does the same thing, it's just, this one's just a tire pressure gauge, doesn't have any of the additional crap on it like this one does. So, I've been thinking about how to do this, and I've come up with a beautiful presentation for you to look at. It's called notebook paper. And on my notebook paper I have my 4-in-1 gauge right here, this big beauty, and I have my little gauge right here, this little beauty. Now you probably can't see what this is, but I'm just going to run through some of these things. So here's what I'm thinking about. I found these two gauges. They're the cheapest available, and they're pretty decent quality, these two. I like them. And minimum order quantity for this one is 100, and it's going to cost me $3.20 a piece, so about 320 bucks. So I'm going to spend 320 bucks to get 100 of these babies to sell on my website. And these little guys, minimum order quantity is 300, so I have to get 300 of these. And the cost is $1.86 a piece, so I'm going to spend $558 on to get 300 of these. Now, here's the rub. I'm having these shipped over from China, so the shipping is actually $300, which is a huge cost. Like, I mean, it's going to make it, the total cost for right now just for these gauges by themselves, $878. But the shipping is going to be an additional $300, and that's going to cost me $1,178 instead. So I needed to rework my unit cost to include the shipping cost, because that's a major factor. So my reworked cost, including shipping cost, per gauge is $4.29 for this one, and $2.50 for this guy. My competitors, the cheapest competition I'm going to face for this guy is $6.99. So I'm getting this in for $4.29. Cheapest competition $6.99. So I can make at least $2.70 on each gauge. That's not very much. It's going to be a pain in the butt to ship them. But I'm actually going to jack up the prices higher than that. The average competition for this guy is about $12. So I'm probably going to price it around $12, probably like $12.78 or something like that, to screw with the consumers' heads so they can't properly quantify it. I'm an evil marketer. The middle gauge, the actual unit cost is $2.50 as compared to $1.86. That's when you include the shipping cost. The cheapest competition for this guy is $3.75. So I'm at about $1.25 minimum profit that I can make on this. The average competition is around $6.15. So I can probably make about, I'm probably going to price it a little bit above that. I'm going to price it around $7.68 or something like that. So I'm basically make 300% profit on them. But the other problem I have is that I'm going to have to box and ship them myself. And I think if I quantified my labor at what I earn at my job, I'm actually going to lose money on these. However, the important thing for me is I'm learning about how to do this. This is my first time importing something, and I think $1,100 is pretty cheap to import manufactured goods from China. I think it'll be a good experiment, and I'm going to learn a lot. And when I get them up and online, I highly suggest you go buy one. Thank you.